guys, welcome back to the Red Devils TV. It's a match preview for Leeds United versus Manchester United, and I know it's very quite unorthodox, not unorthodox, but it's quite weird that we are facing the same team within a week. But yeah, it is what it is. Like we can't, like, the Premier League fixtures are absolutely terrible. I don't have like we don't have Thiel because he's off. He has some personal work to do. Like he's out on a vacation, so we can't disturb him. But we have got ADS ourselves, who is always who is right now became type of a permanent member, which is good for us. He's a Barca fan, so it will be quite interesting in the next match we are facing Barcelona. So we will talk about that on his channel. So make sure to go and check out his channel as well. And so yeah, I have AD here with me. So hi, yeah, AD, give us your thoughts for the game against Leeds United at Ellen Road.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, United coming off the draw. And it's kind of weird in some ways that it's kind of like you are happy and you're sad, I would imagine, at the same time, right?
Happy
Like,
in the sense, like, see, the type of football we played in the first half was like it was like our team was so disorganized. Ganacho, like, this is the, like, I'm sorry to say, I'm going on this topic in deep, but Ganacho, I know he should have scored that two goals, but some fans are like, no, he's finished, he's shit, he's awful. Come on, man, like, he's our star boy. We'll back him up. If a player reads that type of comments, then his confidence will, like, automatically, it will drop down. That's what happened to Marshall a couple of years ago. But first half I was really disappointed with the performance when Sancho came on, Sancho Pelistri. I think so. Sancho and Pelistri, they have to start, I guess, in the next game, in my opinion, because I don't know anything about Anthony and Wan-Bissaka as well. But let's see. Yeah, you may continue, AD.
yeah. As I was saying, I just think that obviously you're happy in the sense that, okay, you guys got a point from the game when you were, dreadful for most of the game. And obviously you're also sad at the same time because, you could have made like a statement, to solidify that top four's position. I still think you guys will get top four, but I think like that, if you guys had gotten like those two more points, it could have been like a huge like it would have been like a good gap to have, right? You know,
We could
like
have we could have been, sorry to interrupt you there, but we could have been on points with City.
yeah. I think it would have been ahead of City, right? Or would it be level?
No, in level with City.
Oh,
Points
sorry,
in
sorry,
level. Yeah, it's
level.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it would just would have been nice to obviously have, and then obviously I think then obviously Spurs beating Manchester City kind of puts them back in the top four contention. So
But it's still, like, I'm not going to bring this topic in, but there's some serious discussion going on against Man City as well. But Pep Guardiola, sorry to going on a bit off topic, but Pep Guardiola has said, I will not leave Manchester City if we even get relegated. I'm not going to leave City. So that's a bold statement from Guardiola. Let's see how will he perform in the championship. But
championship.
championship. But I don't. But, like, you know what? Like this. Like, I don't want to strip Manchester City off from their Premier League titles, because remember that goal from Aguero. Like, after 10 years after that, like, then you will give the trophy to United. It will be pointless. It will be pointless for players like Aguero, who are a legend to this club till like
Yeah,
till date. Then David Silva, companies, and so many of KDB. But yeah, let's go and get on the topic. But in my opinion, your uh, your fellow American players, Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams, and I think so Brandon Aronson, when he came on, he was superb. Like, it showed, like, Aronson has got the Brazilian passport, and Fred, like, no, come on, like, no disrespect to American footballers, and Fred hasn't even got an American passport by the looks of, like, Brandon Aronson was literally making Fred dance, like, making, like, Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams. I think so. Only two players, like Sabitzer was the only player, in my opinion, in that game which he was trying to compete against those two. But I think so, like, Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie, like, Fred was awful that game, but we have no other option but to start him. But I think so, like, but there's no other option as well. That's the problem. And, like, I'm really afraid of, like, Weston McKennie. I know he didn't had that much of an impact, but he is a really physically a strong
yeah.
midfielder. He's a really good
Yeah,
player. He's a leader at the midfield area, along with Tyler Adams, who has been superb for Leeds United. I think so. Jesse Marsh knew the best, how to get the best out of Tyler Adams. Hopefully, uh, some like Jesse Marsh, and the combination of Bielsa comes in to Leeds United. But Brandon Anderson as was super. Ginotto, Wilfred Ginotto, really good, great goal. He had a good game as well. I think so. The Leeds, but still, like Lissandro, our defense, Lissandro Varane, unfortunate own goal. I won't blame him for that, but like then Fred was awful. Of course, back four okay, but Lissandro was beast in that game. Dalo, I know he was a bit rusty. Wambasaka had an injury, I guess, so that's why he. But he was still a rusty. But offensively, he was good. But defensively, Ginotto was like bruh. But I still think that Dalo should not start this game. I think so. Malasia when he came on, he did a good job. And but I just want to get to know you can get to know AD from you, like from an American perspective. How do you feel like these American boys are playing? Like if Anthony Robinson, if he was not injured, then that right side could have been more dangerous. Left side would have been more dangerous for us. If
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously, I think Tyler Adams is a great player. I think he's showing it in the World Cup. He, in my opinion, he was USA's best player. Um, and I just think that for him, and you probably already know this, he's the captain of the national team as well, which is a big statement. Like whenever you're a captain that young age, he's even the captain ahead of Pulisic, which is pretty incredible to say the least. And I just think Tyler Adams for me is gonna be a very very important part for Leeds United. My big issue with Leeds though is that defensively they're all over the place, man. Defensively they're just not great, and then obviously Weston McKennie, you can see how much the physicalness he brings, and then obviously Aronson as well. I saw on Twitter, I think he almost scored a free kick. I think I saw.
the one he hit the post. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think for Leeds, man, it'll be interesting to see. Maybe they should go for all Americans.
like uh I think so, right? I think so for a striker. I think so Timothy Weah would have been better, a perfect striker for them. I think so.
Yeah, it's Timothy
Timothy
Weah, man.
Weah. But like I'm like World Cup he played as a right winger, but so I would love Timothy Weah to play on the striker position. Like I forgot the striker who played in place of Timothy Weah, right?
Yeah,
Right?
Hadji, right? Yeah, Hadji,
Yeah,
right
he
back,
was like
right,
he
right.
was all he was average. He was I didn't like that. I didn't like that much. I think so. Jesus Ferreira should have get some chances in the World Cup as well. Jesus Ferreira, he's actually good. I've seen him as well
Mhm.
play.
Yeah, he's not that good.
He's not
he,
that good.
he's
I thought he was good though.
he's more of a cam. He's not really a striker, and for some
Oh,
reason we're
scam.
playing him as a striker.
Scam, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah,
Cam, but I think so. Robinson, like Tim Ream, is also really great. Like 35
yeah,
years
for
of age,
Fulham.
still I think so one of the most underrated players in the Premier League. Then Matt Turner, obviously US is number one, not getting, but still like as Arsenal's good backup goalkeeper for Arsenal as well. But Aronson, Tyler Adams, Pulisic always on the bench for Chelsea, doesn't matter. But he's the man for the USA. He's the man, one of the man for the USA along with Tyler Adams. But we are going bit off topic, very bit off topic, going on the side of the United States. But hopefully, USA, like they, hopefully we can see them like they have got the potential, and they've got really good potential. I hopefully next World Cup when I'm coming to like when I'm coming to Canada, I can hopefully see them play really well. Them alongside with Canada and Mexico, but in the next World Cup. But like right now, I'm focusing on Manchester United. Like Ten Hag, like we have to get some really good options. Like we have got some really good options for the January transfer, so summer transfer window as well. Like we have got Ozyman, Harry Kane, and Benjamin Sesko, many options, but the best I will go for is Ozyman because the man's got speed. He's good in the air. He's physically really strong, and like Harry Kane, I think so. I don't care like if he's top Spurs all-time leading goal scorer, but I think so he's overrated. And about Benjamin Sesko, like he's good, but he like I think so. Osimhen has proved it in the Premier League. But what do you think, like AD? What strikers should we get in the?
It's a difficult thing to consider because obviously, nowadays the striker is not just about scoring goals. You also want them to have a good link up play as well, which I think is really really important. See, my issue with Osimhen though is that as good as he is, I don't really know if he's like, I don't know if he's like. First of all, number one is the price you're going to pay. That's going to be expensive as heck, and you're going to have high expectations, and obviously. if it doesn't perform well for like the first couple of games, people are probably going to already come a flop. There are already people calling Anthony a flop already. You probably already know this.
Like, no, people calling Anthony flop. I would just want to remind those fans, like, we literally missed Anthony on the right side because tracking back to defend to help the right back, and the hold up play cutting inside, we missed that of Anthony. How Anthony is important in this team, like in the Leeds game. I don't know. I haven't got news regarding him, but I still think Osman will be the perfect choice for United. And at centre back, I think so for backup for Lisandro and Varane, I think so. I will go for for Kim Min Jae. I don't think so. He will come to United though, or Julian Timber. Most likely Julian Timber. He will come. He will
Yeah,
surely
Timber
come.
would be a good choice.
Yeah, like for backup and for like he will come in for either for Lisandro and Varane. That would be really good. And and it's been like and sorry, and Qatari group. If you have heard the news, the Qatari group are interested in buying Manchester United. Qatar group separate from Qatar Sports Investments and are now stepping up their efforts ahead of Manchester United Football Club's bid submission and working around the clock according to those. Like, so Qatari investors are really interested. The Qatari businessmen, they're really interested in Manchester United, but and this is actually really this is like if a Qatari club, if a Qatari owner buys us, then we can be also called oil money. But we are not that. We will be not that of a banter. But banter will still come. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, let's go to the lineup, shall we? Then afterwards, I guess we can go for the mixed from Leeds United and Man United. Combined 11 as well. If you are okay with it, already.
I
So
don't really think we could
okay,
come at
hopefully.
11.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Okay, this is the so in goal. I think so for sure. David De Gea, David De Gea. Sorry, sorry.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Do you think United the squad depth is becoming a concern now, because it feels like you guys have like it feels like a lot of the players have kind of is kind of like they don't like what's it called, they're not playing as well as they were at the beginning of the season, like Ericsson, and obviously um or Martial, I guess, to some extent, and some other players.
Ericsson, age factor can be a part for Ericsson because the age, like he had a bad game against Arsenal. Let's be honest, and that injury, like Andy Carroll. I'm sorry, I'm going off bit topic again. In that FA Cup game against Preston North End, Andy Carroll. I don't know if you. I'm pretty much sure you must be knowing Andy Carroll. I'm pretty much sure you must be knowing Andy Carroll. He's a
Yeah, I heard
flop
of him. I heard
Liverpool
of him.
player. Yeah, he's a flop ex Cowser. Like Liverpool fans also hate him. He's a like, and he had the motive, like the way he tackled Ericsson. Like he had in his mind to injure one of our midfielders, but thanks to Andy Carroll, but I won't thank Andy Carroll for that. But not thanks to Ericsson's injury, but our board have acted quickly and got Sabitzer. I think so. Sabitzer played really good, not really good, but he was good. I would say he was good in that Leeds game. If he keeps up these type of performances, we should buy him immediately. I guess we should buy Sabitzer, no question. Like he wants to move to Old Trafford. I think so. We should buy Marcel Sabitzer. But about Martial, you are talking about Martial, like he's been 7 years here already, and he's been injury prone a lot. Even Tenag loves him, but still we are offload. If we are keen to offload him and bring in Ozyman or Benjamin Sesko, like players like it, because he's really injury prone, Martial, and it's really tough to even cope up with an injury prone player. Okay, maybe a Martial can be backup, but for a backup also he's too injury prone. So and I love Martial. I love like he's still got the talent to be one of the greatest strikers of all time. And I remember the season when he scored loads of goals, like the year, during the Corona time. But that's not the problem. He scored loads of goals. The next season, like Cavani came in, he didn't got chances, and some stupid fans and the injury also costed him a lot. So yeah, but yeah, let's go for the Lions again. Back four. I think so. This is not even a question. Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. Right back. I don't know any news about Wan-Bissaka. And there's been news that even Mambisaka's resurgence. I don't know if this is true or not, but Manchester United will look to offload him for 25 million, which is quite bad because he has been a really good player for us. But still, I still, I'll put Dalo though. Hopefully, Mambisaka starts tomorrow at left back. I would like to see Shaw again. Yeah, Shaw was, I guess, he was good as well. DM. Okay, this is where the problem. Okay, sorry. Yes, let me change the formation to 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. Yeah, sorry. So central midfield. I think so. We have got no other option. We have to play Fred though. Fred, Pastor Freds. Then Sabitzer, Marcel Sabitzer here really had a really good debut, like turning out to be like he's all turning out to be a fan favorite already. Three shots in the first half, three really good shots. Hopefully, one of them will go in one day, either in the Theatre of Dreams at Old Trafford or either at away games. Um, Cam at Cam, or should I say? No, I should not say that. Uh, Bruno Fernandez, Bruno Mars. I'm sorry, I'm calling him Bruno Mars, but yeah, at right. Okay, so this is where I think so. We have to Santo has to start, I guess, or I think so. Pelestri is he? Okay, I will do Facundo. Okay, fuck me. Facundo Pelestri, yeah, Facundo Pelestri, Jaden Sancho over here. And that's to start tomorrow, in my opinion. Pelistri also has to start. When he came on, he was really good. Had good influence on the game as well. Striker up top, Rashford, Marcus Rashford, the great Marcus Rashford, should I say. This is the lineup for Manchester United to face against Leeds United at Ellen Road. And the hair and goal with the low, Varane, Martinez, and Shaw at the back. I still hopeful. If Wan-Bissaka will start tomorrow, then Ginotto will have one of the greatest nightmares ever. So I'm not. I will not jinx it because we all know what Mbappe did to Neymar and Wan-Bissaka did to Neymar and Mbappe and co. And here is Sabitzer with Fred alongside. The problem, like this, is our only weakness, in my opinion. What do you say, AD? Like in my opinion, this is our only weakness. This player, this
Yeah,
side of
yeah, I
like
would
this
say so
end,
as well. Maybe
this
that. Maybe.
end.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't put Weghorst. Interesting.
Yeah, like okay, but we can we like Vegas. He didn't have much of an involvement, and Leeds are a team that they press so much high, and it will not give an option to like Leeds. He was the target man for Leeds. Like Leeds had to like okay, but we can do this though. Okay, so we can do this though,
Yeah, I heard Rashford's not good as a striker.
but okay, we can do this though. Bruno can play deep down the pitch. Bruno Fernandez, Cam, Jaden Sancho, Rashford at left, and up top, Weghorst. Weghorst. That's all. That's what I said. Because just Sancho has played as a cam when he came on. Hopefully, like I don't. I know, like he won't. Like I would love Jaden to be on this side of the pitch, but he will do a good job at cam as well. And Bruno, Bruno and Sabitzer are two really good midfielders, great stamina, great defensively. Also, Bruno and Sabitzer are really good. Sancho also. These four, like they will have the license to go forward. This man over here, I would expect him to drop down midfield. Drop down midfield. He should act more as a center forward to allow Rashford to make a run, Pelistri and Sancho a run. Or Sancho can be also created to send balls to Pelistri, Rashford, or to Weghorst as well. But let's see what happens. Is the lineup with Pelistri, Sancho, Rashford, and Weghorst or the either wings. So AD, how do you think about the lineup though? Like, should we play Sancho as a number 10? Just asking.
Mm, maybe give it a go. I'm not really sure.
Because he came on in the EFL Cup against Nottingham Forest and like he did a quite good job as a number 10.
And that is true. Although I do think when you say Leeds is probably better than Nottingham, though.
Yeah, Leeds are better player. Like no, right now like Nottingham they are above the Premier League, but still like Leeds are better as a team. But I still think like this is a problem. Like uh I still think Fred will start. I still think Fred will start. I don't. I'm not sure, but Sancho has to start tomorrow. Garnacho, yeah, he can't start in tomorrow's game. Garnacho can't start. Sorry to say, Garnacho he cannot start. And then because Sancho has to start for sure. Rashford, okay, Sir Rashford will also start for no doubt. Because I'm still like Fred. I still think he will start though. Like Ten Hag, he has no other option though. Because this is the problem with Fred. If you play continuous games with him, that man fucks up. That man completely gives away the ball so easily. Like last game also we saw at Old Trafford at Leeds.
So you're saying like he's like a good like he can have like one good game and then like five bad games.
As a squad utility player off the bench, coming off the bench or starting some games, alternative games, like benching some of the games and starting one game. But he can't play continuous games. That's the
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
with him.
He's
He
not
can't play.
starter material.
Yeah, exactly. He's not starting material, and Ten Hag has to understand, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I
But
say like when I said earlier is that I think your squad depth is the most concerning thing with this United team. If I was a United fan, that would be my biggest concern because you're still relying on the likes of Fred and McTominay, who we know are mediocre at best. And then you're
when
still have like
McTominay is linked to Newcastle and Everton currently,
to be honest, I don't think he's gonna join either club.
but like Ten Hag doesn't rate him though, and Ten Hag is up to sale. Ten Hag, he is putting him on sale.
No, I know. I'm just saying is that I feel like the board would maybe try to keep him just because the academy thing. So
Nah. We shipped off Phil Neville. He's an academy player. We
never mind.
shipped off. We shipped off so many academy players, man.
Well, I'm just saying he could leave, but I don't think those two clubs will get him.
Phil Neville, David Beckham, one of the greatest players to ever pitch the Man United pitch. Phil Neville, yeah, Phil Neville, David Beckham, so many good players.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, and then obviously, you still have like Maguire, then Lindelof. You still have these players.
I still think like if Timber comes in, there's no point in keeping Maguire. Just ship him off. Like we have to ship him off. Like Ten Hag has made it clear. Bruno is my captain. You are no more the. And sorry to say this, AD. Like Harry Maguire is such a like disgraceful human being. He is like whenever he comes on the pitch, he tends to take off the captain's armband from Bruno Fernandes. Like look at players like Iker Casillas. Whenever he came on, Ronaldo tend to give him the captain's armband, but Casillas told no, you keep it because you're the captain for the entire game. But Harry Maguire is such a shameless player, man. Like I don't rate him as a player. For England, he may be for England's Franz Beckenbauer or Paolo Maldini. I don't care that, but for United, he's shit. Just get him out. If Timber comes in, just get him out.
Yeah. Are you still okay
Yeah.
with the Lindelof?
Yeah, Lindelof, like defensively, he may not be the best. He may not be the best, but he like agility wise, he's a really good player, and he's a really and his ball like he's a ball playing centre back. So and he can also do a job at CDM. We saw it against Leeds.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you guys have like Lindelof, Maguire. They're both good for the national team, but for United, they're very average.
No, Maguire like Lindelof may be average, but Maguire is not even average, not close to average.
Okay, you know what I mean? Like they're not like up to United standards. That's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but look at Lisandro and Varane. Look at Lisandro Varane, Dalot, even Dalot and Wambasaka right now. Fullbacks are sorted with Wambasaka and Dalot. Luke Shaw, Malasia. Malasia is still young. Still, he will be like when Shaw will leave, he will be the main man for left back spot. Malasia because he's a really good player. I still love Malasia.
Yeah, he's good.
But Ericsson, that's the problem. Ericsson, if Sabitzer, we need to look out Sabitzer's performance as well because this is time for Sabitzer to change his future. Choose Manchester United, I think so. Keep Ericsson for backup. Send McTominay and partner Sabitzer with Casemiro. Then bring another midfielder. I would say bring another midfielder. If we are getting Frankie De Jong, then keep Sabitzer as well. But keep Sabitzer as well. Keep Fred as well.
I don't think Dio's gonna join. I think he's gonna stay.
Yeah, like but I still think like we won't get Jude Bellingham either though. So I think so the best option is Sabitzer. The best option is Sabitzer
Yeah,
because
yeah, yes.
Bayern also want to offload him, and
Yeah,
also
he's not he's barely getting game time there. I heard.
yeah. And first game, I don't know if you saw was the first game for Manchester United, but he was pretty good for us in the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
game.
yeah. Yeah, I just think that the thing is like I said, the squad depth is a huge concern, and then obviously another concern I think you guys have is with Casemiro. You guys are so much better as a team. Like I think you guys are very reliant on Casemiro.
I think so. I would, yeah, but Casemiro, like he's the solving puzzle. The like the referee, man, I'm so pissed off by the red card which he got. So pissed off, man. Like bloody hell, man. I like even we can't even give it for investigation because the FIL can probably sue us. Like, but still, I don't know. Let's see, man. Let's see what will happen. But like I'm not disappointed. Like Casemiro, if he only, but he will be available to Barca, so that's I'm happy about. I'm happy he will be available to Barca, and yeah, that's all from us, guys. So thank you, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much, Eddie. I forgot score predictions. Yeah, Eddie, score predictions.
I'm gonna go with I think this will be a high scoring game. Maybe again. I'm gonna say United wins 3-2. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
going crazy
yeah,
prediction.
yeah, yeah. Maybe I can go for 2-1 United. 2-1.
2-1. That's fair. I 2-1 is just too common. I don't really like that prediction. So
Okay, so maybe 3-4-3 United. Maybe 4
it's okay.
3.
You could go with 2-1 if you want. It's just like
No, because it can be a high voltage game, high scoring game. Because Ellen Road, because Leeds United, they consider us as our biggest rivals instead of Man City, because Man City, like they are the all club and they're the same in Manchester, but they consider Manchester United as the biggest rival. So I consider maybe I will go for 2-1 though. I'll go for 2-1 or maybe
okay.
4. I will go for 2-1. So yeah, thank you so much guys for joining in. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below and turn on the post notifications to get to know more about Red Devils TV. And so yeah, see you guys later. Peace.